Right, and then we get the fortification focus. These are built extremely quickly. We can't... Oh, there goes Amelia Earhart. There was something that I actually love if you play the Americans. Like, Amelia Earhart can actually live. She can actually do her entire round-the-world stint. And when war pops up, she volunteers to be an ace for the American Air Force. And it's really neat, because she comes fully skilled and everything. I don't think she can get killed either, but I'm not entirely sure on that one. But she's the one woman pilot you can get in game, which I wish they'd do more of. Also, the Greater East Asian Prosperity Sphere is nice and dandy. This should lead into Marco Polo. Yep. Let's see what you do then. So we're either going to see the Chinese give up to like the river, and if they do, they're shooting themselves in the foot. Or we're going to see the Marco Polo bridge instead lead into a war. I'm more inclined to think it's going to turn into war and the Chinese are going to lose. Because I honestly don't think the Chinese know how to fight this war. Which sounds stupid, but it's just weird. And it's going to be... I'm going to say that they're going to give up Beijing. Okay. I think I'm going to grab Metropolitan France now. There's the war. They said no. Marco Polo Bridges. Yep, here we go. So they're now going to be struggling when they fight. The problem is they have better resources than the Chinese. Chinese United Front forms. Chiang Kai-shek and Mao Zedong have issued a joint announcement declaring that they are both set aside differences in the face of Japanese attack. Both sides will observe a strict policy of no aggression against each other for as long as the war against Japan lasts, and have vowed to do everything in their power to throw back the invaders. A number of smaller warlords have also declared their support, putting their forces under the command of Chiang Kai-shek. Whether the long-time enemies of Chinese civil war will actually work together remains to be seen. Many experts believe that it will do little more than delay the inevitable defeat of China. Now, that's Azerbaijan joining, Yunnan joining, Gongsa joining. Right. So this actually leads into something I've been wanting to talk about, because the stupid thing is they would go to all these two. These two don't seem to join in. I don't know why. They're in the alliance, but this actually gives extra stability, extra surrender limit rather. Which actually, oh wow, what happened here? There we... No, it isn't. Bit late for that. It's actually kind of weird because they do this and then I don't think they actually join in anything. Either way, yeah. Historically, the Chinese didn't actually get along in the war. They did at times actually shoot at each other because of allegiances. Now, I'm not saying either side was in the right. History decides where that went, but I do think the it's not our job. If you pay attention to history, it's not our job to pass judgment. It's our job to look at the evidence. And no, I'm not a historian, but still, I just keep that mindset of things. I do think the Chinese kind of had a moment where they could have actually gotten back along, but because of just everything in the Civil War, and some sides kept going, why haven't you guys joined? You could just ask them to join. I think you might have an easier time of it. In fact, you would have an easier time of it because you've got more troops. Come on. Jesus Christ. You have a faction. Use it. You don't have a faction. What? What happened? Volunteers sent to China with Shaanxi. Okay. 100 divisions versus 134. That's if we go at most. The Chinese have more manpower, but they don't have the factories. Saying that. Shang-Chi is actually already in trouble. I can't actually do anything. That's the annoying thing. I can't send Lend-Lease. I can't do anything to help him out. Lend-Lease, you need tension limit, which is 50. I can't send volunteers till about 80 or so. Oh, 50 again. Expedition of forces requires me to be in a faction. I can't do anything. I'm just sat here looking like, you know, a monkey. The most we can get is probably America try to help him out, but even they won't. I think you'll do per intervention. Yeah. And this needs a 25% world tension. Unless they go to war with all of China, this ain't happening. So I think that needs modifying a bit. Like, not a lot, but just something to make sure it can actually happen. Just slightly ridiculous at times. Alright, how are we doing? Need more equipment all around. Okay. Sounds fair. To be fair, we do need quite a bit. A lot of artillery as well. We might be in a bit of a doozy. We haven't started work on the forts yet, but now we're going to. The thing is, this is going to be a very small front to work from, and it's mountains as well. Or mountains and forest. They might get the mainland, the exterior, but the interior is going to be a bit of a doozy to fight for. And considering the Chinese alliance actually formed and now not actually helping, yeah. I saw some here we go. Infrastructure damage here. Some infrastructure damage around the place, that's going to hurt them a bit. This could be interesting. I don't think the Chinese can win. Not as things are. Unless the British get Burma Road early, which, well, they're generally rearming. Those Sly Devils. Yep, I think China's done. I don't think China's winning this. Especially with that hole in the line. Unless the Guangzhou clique join. But the faction kind of sunk already. I don't know why they joined and then left. It doesn't 100% make sense to me. Here comes the offensive. Okay, that's done, so let's grab centralization. We'll concentrate this year over. Next thing's going to come up next. Next thing's coming up in 45 days. We should have this done in how many days? About 30, 28. It's about a month. Around about. Meanwhile, Germany. KDF Wagen. Air innovations, and nothing interesting there. Britain is generally army. What are the Yanks doing? Committee of Technocracy, Canadian Infantry Corps, South African Military College, Warsaw Main Railway, provincial elections. That's a good one to get. Support the policy of appeasement. Social Security Act. Yeah, that's not gonna. Oh wow. Still in the pocket. Jeez. This could actually go well. If they can push things back, then they could turn the tide there, because they've got a very, very thin border to work from. If they get more manpower from like Zibei Sanma, then they could actually do a lot of work there. Guangxi Clique could help secure the coast. Yunnan is pretty much safe. All they really have to do is just like get to work. That goes up production anyway. We're working on Dunkirk class. La Galicia there is going to take a while. When does this actually finish? 1938, and we've got 2 in the works. Okay. Makes sense. So what's taking so long here? Are we setting everything off in reinforcements? Okay, yes we are. I can't really argue. I mean, I can see the logic. I would like to get Toad Anti-Tank and Toad RTO, but that's going to take a time, which I don't really think... Well, we've got two and then 5. There's 5 coming along. I think next focus I want to get is the fortification focus, which is going to help our forts build faster. And then, when that clears, it should be time to do defensive stratagems. And after that, it's time for army reform. And then we keep doing our line until we get the extra research slot. Yeah, that could work. Okay, we need to find more Warhammer games. I've got Battlefleet Gothic. I've got Warhammer 1 and 2. I've got Dawn of War 1 and 2. I'm tempted to get 3, but I know it's not a very good game, to say the least. I've heard Dawn of War 3 has actually been abandoned. But they're not making any DLC for it, which... That's bad for a Warhammer game. That's bad for Dawn of War. Because Dawn of War has got such a massive history to it. Like, that failing is... wow, you know? Because Dawn of War 1 actually revolutionised the industry when it came to RTS games. And then Dawn of War 2 had a more Company of Heroes style to it. Which, don't get me wrong, Company of Heroes isn't a bad game. I love it. It's awesome at times. But you already had a style with Dawn of War 1. And then Dawn of War 3, it didn't know what the fanbase actually wanted, so it went, you know, let's do both. And then did both very lacklusterly. Like, I know for a fact, people love the base building in Dawn of War 1. Like, Dawn of War 1, it still holds up today as pretty much what set the stage for RTS for the longest time. The Fortress? And now it's still alive. Like, Dawn of War 1 has got more players than Dawn of War 3. That's either a good thing or a bad thing. Let's get fortification focus. I really should have got fortification focus first, to be fair. I mean, how many days so you're done? 160, 152. Get the focus next time. 22 days for you, and then loads of forts, which take 375 days. A year? Oh, because, yeah, because it hasn't, it's still got 1 minute. So that'll get easier. Can we actually mobilise? No. If they can keep that flat line going, they could reasonably push them back. Well, we've got to clear this out first, obviously. Because, honestly, looking at the numbers, more manpower is on this side. Well, sorry, no, more manpower is on this side. More loss on this side. But even then, considering the numbers there and the fact that the Russians are involved on the Chinese side, I could see it's going either way. It just really depends on how they handle it. And if they survive long enough to get Lend-Lease. Because I would love to send them small arms. Send them loads of rifles. I'd get some experience for it, they'd get more weapons out of it. The only issue really would be with the other convoys for it. And if they can break through to Manchukuo, if they take out Manchukuo, that's a lot of their manpower gone. Oh wait, they're breaking through the... yeah. That's not a good sign. If they break through Manchukuo, then that's actually a large amount of their base gone. And Manchukuo has what? 3 divisions. Manchukuo has 6 divisions. 6 to 11. Take them out, you actually even the odds. There's government support gone. Okay. 65 stability is very good. Gives us a lot of bonuses. There's our engineering company, which we need to add to our divisions. Let us go for... could go for some marines. We have a bonus to tank research. I could get the heavy tank now, or I could go on and get the medium tank. It's 1937. Researching everything for this, so we're good here. I don't really want to get planes right now. I could get this. Start off early. Let's try what else we could actually use. That the field hospital wouldn't go amiss. Neither would the signal corps. The logistics company would help in the Far East. I think the best bet is just Marines. Or get new ship class. Or actually new fighters. We do need new fighters. No point doing Doctrine until we get the Army Reform, because that gives us actually some bonuses. I'm going to go for the AMC. I mean, it's going to take over a year. Actually, let's get started on probably this then. I mean, 241 days, not bad, but could be worse. It's not good, sorry, it could be worse. And then when we get the defensive stratagems, we'll be fine from there. Now, hopefully, we're getting these up. Go by times 5. I just look at things like times 5, it's easier. Just makes more sense in my head. Alright. You are nearly done, so how many days will it take? 4 more days, and then we can see how long it's going to take to build these forts up. These forts are going to be important. Like, we need level 7 in order to dissuade the enemy from attacking. And level 7 isn't actually that easy to get to. That's like... 5, 1, 5. 3. 5, 5. And then... I can't do my head. Fuck, it's been too long. It's been a long day. Like, Caesar, I don't know. It's been a long week. I actually started getting up early, which is a miracle for me. I mean, it's like 5 o'clock now. Which, I know it sounds bad, but I'm saying, oh, I soon. I get up so early. Ooh, no, I don't. I'm out of work right now. I've been getting up trying to find work, but, you know. Oh, we get 54 division now. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait, you, Enges, yoink. So now, we duplicate you, and these, if I can stop pressing number lock, there we go, I don't know what French is for mountaineer, so you can shoot me later. If we give them a pair of mountaineers each, it's going to take longer to train them, but even then, we get more breakthrough, we get more organisation, more recovery rate, and then when they're fighting in hills, they get a good bonus out of it. 4 defence, extra movement, extra defence. Oh, sorry, 4 attack, sorry. Can I change you to a mountain division? Yes, I can. Snaver training, we're going to come up as that. Alpine line, where are you? There you are. The goal. Change to our mountaineers. It's pretty much the same as our other one, it's just got 2 mountaineers in it, which will use up some of our special force cap. We're filling 46 of our 56 allowed. And the Alpine line needs 1 more to finish off, which I hope we're going to get the gear for. Because at this rate, we're not going to. Just need to reinforce all these lines. I might have done training too long. Well, in some cases, not long enough. I need to max this out. Because I'm not going to be ready if this keeps up. Oh, getting into tank, right? No. Really? We need 8,448 of them, and we're not even building them yet, and we've got like a year or 2 years before the war starts. Alright, where do we go from here? Can we do this? No. Free trade would be good. I don't think it's what we need right now, but it's good. It's either that, it's either a reformer, free trade, or a theorist. I think a reformer could help, because then we get more popularity, because we're the ones. 69, so... Right, how... Oh wow, you better get booked quickly anyway. Yeah, well, don't... Getting fortification bonuses is going to be quick anyway. I really do neglect my actual doctrines when it's not the land base, because air doctrine I don't really think about, and naval doctrine at this game I don't really think about either, because as France my issues are on land, I've got to hold them first and then get the Marines through. Well, Marines or Air Forces, one of the two. I prefer Marines because I literally prefer naval invasions. Because I find it's easier to secure the seas than it is to secure the air over where you're going, and then you've got to build the transports as well. But I do find that paratroops do have their moments. It's just finding it. And in places like this, that can be far away. All right, we're gonna go with free trade. Now this gives us construction boost. We send more to the market, so that's bad. But our factories do more, our dockyards do more. We build faster, and our research time is quicker, which is kind of a multiplicative bonus when you think of it, because we're gonna get our artillery up faster, we're gonna get our factories out faster. It also helps with our forts, which is kind of a surprising thing. I guess the idea is that you kind of look more appealing. I don't know. People are more willing to build this stuff for you. Whatever the logic is, I'm not going to complain.